Okay, so I think you can hear me probably by now, and you should be able to see me. Can everyone see me? See and hear me? Great, okay. Let me just adjust a little setting on my screen. Right, that down. So we're doing a practice all about the neck and shoulders, because I had a couple of people that emailed me about neck and shoulders. And all of these sessions, if you've got any problems or anything, you think, oh, I can't come today because I've got this. If you email me, like it or not, I'll probably include whatever your problem is in the session. So you can always keep practicing or save it for later or whatever. So this one is about neck and shoulders. So you're going to need access to a wall. You're going to need a belt and a blanket roll, or a blanket or something you can roll up into something. And then maybe an extra support for the head as well. We'll start first of all just by sitting. So hopefully by now the beginners will know to sit in a chair or sit on a stool or something so that you can sit straight. Take whatever support you need so that your knees and your hips are more or less in line. So if your knees are very, very high, then sit higher up, and that should help. Cross your shin bones at the center for this pose, which is called swastikasana. And ideally the knees will be over the feet, okay? But when you're stiff in the hips, sometimes your ankles have to be crossed. But try to get the feet to walk across. Knee problem people, move the feet further forward so you've got a bit more space for the back of the knee, or stretch the legs forwards if it's really difficult for you. Use your fingertips beside you. Put your hands beside your hips and lift up through the sides of your body. Roll your shoulders back. So start that process now. Lift up. Use your hands, yes. Fingertips are facing forwards, not backwards. Fingertips are facing forwards. And feel how when you move your shoulders back, you get this stretch across the top of the chest. Try and keep the back of the skull in line with the tailbone. So although you can't see your tailbone, most of us push the head forward. So try and feel that you're drawing the sides of the ears back, or the backs of the ears back, and elevate the chin slightly as well. And then just rest your hands on your thighs for a moment without dropping the chest, without losing that opening. And then bring your palms together in front of the chest and close your eyes just for a few moments. And when you close the eyes, you draw the senses inwards. And you're focusing more on the inhalation, exhalation, but also feel your posture. So notice whether you tend to drop the spine or the head droops forwards again. Just keep that sense of space in the front body and poise of the head on top of the shoulders, shoulders relaxed and down. And then gently open the eyes, release the hands down and uncross your legs, stretch out your legs. Okay, so we're going to start off lying down, and what I want you to do, those of you with any neck problems that are watching, you're going to take a slightly different lift for your head, where you take a blanket or something you can roll, not a mat because the mat is too hard, and you make a roll like this. That's for your neck, and then if you need an extra support, you're going to have that under your head, okay? Take a belt as well. If you don't have a belt, then you can modify. I'll give you an alternative. And when you lie down, have your belt near to you so you're not going to disturb yourself. Roll your spine down in a straight line and see that that blanket roll is under your neck and that your head is on a support like that. So the neck muscles will start to release. And then stretch out your legs. And we're going to just stay here for a moment. Tuck your shoulder blades under. So the tops of the shoulders move down, but the shoulder blades move towards the waist. And just relax your arms by your sides, but keep your eyes open. Don't close your eyes, because it's not Shavasana, it's Supta Tadasana, which means lying down mountain pose. So the pose we do where we're standing up straight, we're doing this lying down. And just stretch your arms towards your feet. Have your palms facing your thighs now, so extend the arms well, extend your legs well. Okay. So this is what we're going to do with the belt. You're going to hold onto your belt with your hands apart, palms facing away from you. So your knuckles are facing towards your face. Have your legs together. Have your legs together, heels together, and stretch your legs away. Yes, imagine you're standing up in the middle of the room. And then take the arms over the head as far as you can, but don't go beyond what you can manage. If it's tight in your shoulders, that's okay, you can keep stretching. If it's painful in the shoulders because you've got an injury, then don't take the arms over. Keep the arms by your sides. Okay, so let me see what you're doing. So, yes, as the arms go in one direction, legs are straight. Don't have the blanket roll under your shoulders. It's under your neck only. Yes. And then feel that you're extending in one direction with the arms, in the other direction with the legs. That's it. Armpits nice and broad, mouth softly closed, eyes softly open. Breathe. A few more seconds now. Just waiting for everyone to get into position. Pull that belt apart with your hands and keep the elbows straight. Keep the elbows straight. Don't have the hands too close together. Yes. Okay, and now bring your arms back up. Bend your knees, roll to your side and come up. Roll to your side and come up. So obviously if you were practicing this for longer, you would do that a couple more times. Okay. So these are all techniques, methods, exercises to help with the shoulders, to help with the neck, sorry. And often what happens is, sorry, I've just got to move this screen down. Often what happens with shoulders and necks, why they're grouped together, is because a lot of neck problems, a lot of neck tightness comes from the shoulders. And often people will go for the neck to massage the neck and do all of this, whereas actually if they work with this area, the shoulder blade, shoulder girdle area, they will help the neck to release a little bit more. So we're going to do a few poses now, a few movements with using the wall and using one arm. So just have a look here. We're going to take the hand outwards in line with the shoulder, and I'm only using the tips of my fingers, just the tips of my fingers. So find a wall where you can stretch your right arm out onto and see that you're standing upright. So you're not leaning like this, okay? And you're not like this where you can't straighten the arm. The arm has to be straight. So walk out until you can straighten your arm. And if you look along your arm, if you're looking up to your hand, your arm is too high. If you're looking down, your arm is too low. So try and keep it in line with the shoulder, because we want to make the extension across that right side of the trapezius even, where it's extending and not contracting. Okay, so right fingertips are on the wall, right hand is in line with the shoulder, left arm is extending down, lift the sternum bone up, lift the chest up. Hang on, where's my mouse gone? Because Zoom doesn't show all the names. Alex, you're a tiny bit leaning. Yes, that's it. Yeah, okay. And feel that stretch across your bicep and tricep. Just the fingertips, don't do the palm yet. Just the fingertips. Yeah, it's very different. All 5 fingertips to touch the wall. All 5 fingertips to touch the wall. That's it. Okay, and then relax that arm down. See, it gets a bit heavy after a while, doesn't it? Okay, now the same arm, look, we're going to turn the hand so the fingertips point backwards. Yes, fingertips point backwards towards the space behind you. Still fingertips on the wall, but turn the fingertips backwards. And again, don't lean your palm yet. That's coming, don't worry. But we're cupping the fingers. That's it. Now, I'm going to give you another instruction, which you might think, what? But lift your elbow up without lifting your hand up. Can you feel the connection in your tricep muscle? And a big stretch across the top of the bicep again. Roll the shoulder blade down. So try not to lift your shoulder up. Roll your right shoulder blade down. And again, don't lean into the wall. Stand up straight. So outer right hip, grip it in. Squeeze the legs together. And now release that arm down. Give it a bit of a roll back with the shoulder. Okay, last one. We're going to turn the fingertips down. Fingertips down. Again, don't push your palm in. Just stretch the arm out. Don't push your palm. Just fingertips down. Yes, just the fingertips. So your thumb will be behind you. I think there's a lady there with a hand like this. No, fingertips have to go down towards the floor. Fingertips down towards the floor. So your thumb will be behind you. No, Tony, who's that lady there? Yeah, don't take your arm out of the socket, Alison. Relax your arm a minute. Relax your arm. Let it drop. Just turn your palm towards the wall so that your thumb's behind you. No, the other way. Turn the other way. That's it. Fingertips down. Keep turning that. No. Watch me. Watch me. Yes. If you're on a small device, go close to the screen. Look, watch what I'm doing. I'm rotating my arm so that my thumb is behind me and my little finger is in front, and then I put the hand on the wall. What you're doing is you're doing this. You're trying to...
The problem is that I can't actually see your hand because...
Yeah, so just listen to my... Yeah, I can see that because you're on a thing. So go back to the wall again. Everyone relax, 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 relax. So this is important for the rotation. So if you can't see the screen very well, just keep your palms facing your thighs for the moment, all of you. Turn your palms forwards so that they look at the screen. Now keep turning the hands outwards. There you go, Alison. Now put your hand on the wall. You got it. Brilliant. All right, so we'll change sides now because there's usually one or two that get that movement and they go the hard way. So that's quite normal. So just relax now and turn around and do the other arm. So what was the first one? The fingertips point up. So you just put the fingertips on the wall on the left arm. That's it. Squeeze your legs together. Stretch your right arm down. Lift your sternum bone up. Yes. Straighten that elbow. So lift the elbow up. Straighten the arm. Don't have a bent arm because this will not heal your shoulder. So extend the muscle of the bicep and grip the tricep. Shoulder blade down. Yes. Good. All right. Now turn the hand so that the fingertips point back behind you. Yes. Again, just the fingertips. You'll see why in a minute. Lift your chest. Keep the neck soft. So don't harden your neck. Keep your shoulder blades down. And then turn the fingers down one more so they point down towards the floor. Alison, bring your hand down a little bit lower. It's a bit high. Yeah, that's it. Good. Well done. And then just relax. Roll the shoulders back and release. Okay. Now, why am I getting you to use the fingertips rather than the palm? You may ask. Okay, you might ask that question, you might not. Because the cupping of the hand has a different effect on how the bones of the humerus bone in particular connects into the socket of the arm, which affects the way you work your shoulders, right? This is a very technical class. So forgive me if you want to do a faster movement. This is really targeting the shoulder area and neck area for those that are have trouble with that. So the next movement we're going to do is the same movement, but now you're going to press that palm and feel the difference. Now it's more muscular. So just put your right arm out again, and this time press your palm as much as you can, so fingers pointing up, and feel the difference. So you might feel, wow, the bicep is really extending now. I can really feel the tricep muscle connecting to the bone. You might just feel a stretch in your wrist, and many people with arthritis or stiffness in the wrist, they'll feel this, and you may not even get the heel of the hand to the wall. That's okay. Just keep moving from the armpit to the elbow to the wrist, but keep your shoulder blade down. Don't lift your shoulder up. And now turn the fingers back to open, again, the armpit region. This is, turn the fingers back towards the door behind you, Alison. Yeah, perfect. But put your palm flat now. This is now moving that shoulder blade deep in. Who's that lady in the nice t-shirt? Linda, bring your arm down a little bit. Bring your arm down a little bit. That's it, yeah. And watch that you haven't got the arm behind the shoulder. Lady in pink, I think you can bring your arm forwards a bit, yes. And now, the most difficult one, turn the fingers all the way down, but still try and keep the heel of the hand there. Now this one, if you've got RSI, carpal tunnel, is extremely helpful. It can be very, very tight, but the more you practice it, the less RSI you'll have, the more you'll release that area. Okay, and then just relax that arm. It might feel a bit different, so different to the other arm, but just roll the shoulder back. Try not, no, don't shake your wrists. Let me just give you a little word of warning. When you're stretching and you come out and you think, oh my God, I need to shake my wrist, avoid that. Just roll the shoulder back, because when you've stretched these ligaments and you go to shake, what you're doing there is you're increasing the risk of an injury. Just stretch your fingers and roll the shoulders back with control, okay? So do the other side. Palm is flat now, palm is flat. Shoulder blade down, shoulder blade forward. So armpit has to move forwards. That's it. Work the, squeeze the legs together, press the thighs back, lift your sternum bone up, chin up, chest up, that's it. Feel the spreading action of the whole of the palm of the hand, the roots of the fingers. And now see if you can keep that extension as you turn the fingers back. Turn the fingers back towards the space behind you. That's it, keep the fingers nicely spread. This is like a dog pose hand, nice and broad and strong so that all the ligaments can get fed and nourished. And you can move the stiff part of your shoulder blade forwards to open the chest. And now finally turn the fingers all the way down. Don't worry if the heel of the hand doesn't quite touch, but work on the extension of those forearm ligaments and lift your elbow up. Chin up, chest up. Keep your outer left hip gripped in a bit more, Alex, because you're leaning your hips to the wall. Yeah, bit more, bit more, bit more. No, don't move your feet. Don't move your feet. Try and move your hips a little bit to the right. Yes. That's it. And then left shoulder blade down. Good. All of you release and relax and just roll the shoulders back. So when I get somebody coming into the studio for like a medical class or a therapy class where they've got neck and shoulder issues, this is what I start with for them. Okay. Or even somebody that comes into class before class starts and says, oh, I've cricked my neck in the night. This is what I start with. I don't start with the neck. I start with the shoulders. So let me show you the next one. Just be careful with this one, not to sort of think, oh, I'm going to take my arm up really high. Take it low to start with. What you do is you bring your hip against the wall and you bring your arm back. Now, I'll be watching you, Alison, because this is classically what people do, is they turn the palm the wrong way. So lean your shoulder into the wall, all of you, and then you're going to turn your palm so your thumb will be furthest away and your little finger will be closest to your hip. Eventually you bring the arm up a bit higher, but not so much that you start to lean the chest forward. So let's start with, it doesn't matter which arm actually. Just go to your wall and lean your leg against the wall, foot against the wall, and the feet can be apart now. Foot has to be against the wall as well. Bring the arm back and turn the palm so it's flat to the wall. So your thumb is furthest away from you and your little finger's closest to your hip. And then see how far you can move that arm back. But it's not about how high the arm goes. It's really about what happens on the way there. So you've got to lean right against the wall. Find something you can lean against. Yeah, like a door. Brilliant. Yes, that's it. And then press that palm firmly and press the shoulder bone firmly into the wall. Imagine I've got hold of your upper arm and I'm pressing the upper arm into the wall for you. So make that action. Yes. But yeah. And then your other arm that's free, bring that around the back of your waist as if you want to touch the wall. That's it. Lift your chest up, lift your sternum bone up. Try and turn your chest a little bit more into the middle of the room. Shoulder blades down. Head up, chest up. So roll that, who's that? Fern, roll your left shoulder back more. Roll your left shoulder back more. That's it. Yes, so the chest is facing forwards. Okay, well done. And then release, come out. Just let the arm, so you feel like one arm's completely different from the other now. So just again, roll the shoulders back and change sides. Change sides. So other side, other hip to the wall, other leg to the wall. Start off low so the body can get used to the movement. Don't start off with your arm high up. Press your upper arm into the wall, your shoulder bone into the wall. The other arm can go behind your waist. Yes. And then feel as if someone's got hold of the top of your bicep, the head of the humerus, and they're just pressing it into the wall for you. But roll your right shoulder back, or the other shoulder back, and lift your sternum bone, chest up. Good. Press your palm. Bring the arm down a little bit, Alex, on this side. Yeah, that's it. And now release your shoulder blade down and lift your right chest a little bit more. Good. Well done. And then come back, release. Roll the shoulders back. Okay, are we getting to that area? Can you feel it? Yes, all right. We've got one more of those, and then we're going to come to something else. Now this time, you may feel the pectoral region here, because this is another area that affects the neck. So when you've got posture like this, where the shoulder blades are out and back, and you've got tight pectoral muscles, if you try and lift your head up, you're hitting a brick wall all the time. So in order to get the neck to release, you have to work on this opening so that the neck is free. So this one does target that. So have a look at what we're going to do. I'm going to turn my hand again. So my fingers are pointing back. I'm on my fingertips again. You can use your palm, but it's easier on the fingertips. And I'm going to turn my body and my feet away from the wall like that. Okay? So it's just a basic shoulder opener. All right, so try that. Any arm will do. Make the arm straight, and then either palm pressing or fingertips pressing and turn. Remember, don't take the arm higher than the shoulder. Have it in line with the shoulder and turn as much as you can away from the wall. That's it. Fingers pointing to the side. Slightly easier one. If you want to go to the harder one, point your fingers down. But that will really target underneath the shoulder blade region there. And try not to grit your teeth. Make sure you're turning your hand the right way. If you're turning the hand the wrong way, you'll end up like this. And I think one of you's like this. So make sure you turn the arm so the bicep rolls from inside out. That's it. Yes, that's it, Linda. Yeah, like that. Okay, and then release and change sides. So hand on the wall, palm or fingertips, fingers down, fingers to the side, fingers up, doesn't matter. And then turn away from that shoulder. Try not to let your hips swing out. Turn your feet as much as you can. Feet together, Fern. Yeah, and keep turning away from the arm. See if you can point your fingers towards that chair on your left. Feet, I mean, yeah. That's it, like that. Yeah. Because you've got the movement, you can go further. All right, and then release, and down you come. And roll your shoulders back. Now, what you would do after that is not do a dog pose, because you've really opened up that area. So we're not going to do dog pose, but we're going to do a twist. So if you grab a chair, grab any chair that you can sit in, and ideally, you're going to sit sideways on the chair. I'm going to turn my chair around. Ideally, you're going to sit sideways. If it's not wide enough to sit sideways, just sit facing forwards. But ideally, we're sitting sideways on the chair with the chair back on your right-hand side. I hope the screen is showing that. Yeah. Put the chair back on your right-hand side. And I tell you what, Alison, if you turn the chair sort of 90 degrees, turn the chair back towards your radiator. Yeah, because then you'll be facing the screen. You'll be able to see, and sit sideways on it. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so have your legs and your feet together. And with this work, try and get the thighs parallel to the floor. If you've got a very, very tall chair, then maybe put your feet on blocks. Let's have a look. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to twist. All right, so what I'd like to stretch your arms up now. Stretch your arms up and just turn to the back of the chair and hold the back of the chair very lightly, just with the heel of the hand. Just with the heel of the hand. Keep your elbows nice and wide. And instead of turning the head straight away, I want you to look over your left. I want you to look over your left shoulder. Look over yeah, I know you're turning to the right, but look over your left shoulder. And the reason for that is because I want you to turn your body and your shoulders first before you turn your neck. Because this is the other problem, is that we overwork the neck muscles and they actually get tighter rather than more flexible. That's it. So keep turning your abdomen and chest, keep looking towards the left, turn as much as you can and move your shoulders back and down. Now, lift your sternum bone up higher, take a big breath in, lift your chin up, that's it, up, 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 let the head come up a little bit. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, turn your head and look around over your right shoulder. And you might find, because you've worked on turning the body first and you've elevated the spine, that the neck actually releases around more. And then it becomes more therapeutic for the neck. Okay, and then come back to the center. and then we have to walk around the other way. So you've got to swing round the other way or turn your chair around, whichever's easiest for you. And once again, extend the arms up as much as you can. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, turn to the left. So the head will turn, obviously, because you want to see what direction you're going in. But as you've turned, look back over your right shoulder. Keep your fingers nice and stretched, and with your right hand, pull on the chair, with your left hand, push. Lift your spine up. Think about the distance between the pubic bone and the notch between your collarbones. Elevate your chin so you're gazing up towards the ceiling. You're not overreaching, but you're just lifting your chin a bit higher. Inhale, and as you exhale, turn the head all the way around to look over the left shoulder. That's it. So now your head is turning in the same direction that you're turning. Well done. And then come back to the center. All right. And now sit in the normal way for yoga people on a chair. And we're going to take the arms back and hold the chair back. And then we're going to go forwards. Now, if this is too tight for your shoulders, you can bring the arms down between the two knees. Otherwise, see if you can hold back this way. Keep your chin moving forwards as if you've got another chair here for the chin to rest on. Those that can manage, interlock your fingers now behind your back and stretch your arms up and over and bring the head down. If you can't manage that movement, just keep hold of the chair or even hold a bit lower down or bring the arms forwards, as I said, and the head down. That's it. Yes. Good. And then come back up. Now, do you all know about changing the interlock of the fingers? Do you know that we do this? So you've got your normal interlock. You just interlock your fingers. And then to change the interlock, you move your fingers over one so that it's the other first finger on top. Okay, so then you're working all the small muscles right up into the top of the neck evenly. So now change the interlock of your fingers. Go forwards once again. Get the arms as high as you can. And if you're not able to do that, hold the chair, or you can hold a belt and try that as well. That's another way to do it. Otherwise, stretch the arms down and don't worry about that movement. Release the back of the neck as much as you can. Well done. And then inhale as you exhale, come up and release. All right. Good. Okay, so we can move the chair away. And we're coming back to our Shavasana. I want to show you just one more thing for this pose before you relax completely. I just want to check that I haven't missed anything out. No, that's fine. Okay. So as we did at the beginning, and this is really for those that have neck problems, but if you're a teacher or a trainee and you want to try this to feel how it might feel for one of your students, it's always a good idea to do these variations. So I'm taking my blanket roll again for my neck, and I want my height for my head to be at least the same height as the blanket roll. Just watch for a second before you lie down so you can see. When you lie for Shavasana, always use your hands. Don't do a tummy tuck. Your belly and the flesh of your belly should be soft, and then you move the buttock flesh away from the lower back, shoulder blades away from the neck. Then that blanket roll comes in, again under the neck. Then there's a lift of the head. We're going to do extension of the legs and then roll the legs out. We're going to do, first of all, an extension outwards like this. So I'm really bringing the arms parallel to the shoulders and stretching outwards for a few seconds. Quite a big stretch from the center of the shoulder blades out to the palms of the hands, fingertips. And then you're going to gradually let the elbows bend evenly, close the eyes and release. Okay. Demo over. Your turn now. So make sure that you have adjusted your buttocks and your shoulder blades before you do the arm movement. So buttocks towards the backs of the legs. So use your hands to do your buttock adjustment. Don't throw your back around. So bend your knees, feet flat, use your hands, push the buttock flesh away. Then shoulder blades, so you dig your elbows into the floor and move your shoulder blades away from your neck. Stretch out your legs and allow the legs to roll away from one another, and then stretch the arms out and really feel that you're stretching from the center of the shoulder, from the inside the shoulder blades, where the shoulder blades are closest to the spine, as if someone's taking that space and making it wider. Backs of the hands to the floor. Just a few seconds. And then slowly start to let that effort go. Let the elbows bend and soften into a more restful state. Shoulders heavy, elbows heavy, wrists heavy. Close the eyes and let go. If the blanket roll doesn't feel comfortable, then just take it out. Let the mouth be soft, let tongue soft, throat soft. And especially observe the muscles around the neck region and allow the neck to release. Relax your legs completely now. Let the feet roll away from each other. Don't hold on to your legs. If you tend to be very tight in your legs, not able to let go, then invest in a sandbag weight and use that on your thighs so that your legs release properly. All right, well done everyone. And stay as long as you like in your Shavasana today. If you want to stay a bit longer, then do. I think someone's settling in there, Alison, so you can't move now. And I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Any questions, let me know. I'll send the recording shortly. Bye for now. Have a great day.
Record.